Some of you are trying to get to the next level, but you are entangled in a bondage that is not properly yoked with the belief system that you have, with your value systems, with the integrity that you want to have in a relationship. Many of you are still in relationships where you know someone is not honest with you. They are not honest with their time. They are not honest with their energy. They are not honest with their resources. And therefore, you can never get the truth out of that. Okay? Do you understand that it is going to take all the love and truth that you can muster to get where you are trying to go? And if you are unequally yoked, entangled, and or attached to someone who is not moving in the same direction that you are in, but they are giving you lip service, they're telling you that they believe in you, they're telling you that they love you, they're telling you that you are the best thing that ever happened to them, but they are not behaving that way. They're not behaving that way. Let me help you understand something. Actions speak louder than words, and life and death are in the power of the tongue. So the life that is in that tongue is the life that you need to listen to, but you also need to observe that life and match it up with the actions that the person is taking. I say often that knowledge is not power until it is put into action. And when you have the knowledge that someone is not serving you, then it is your job, it is your right, it is your unmitigated purpose to put yourself in a situation where you are going to be safe. You deserve to be safe. You have spent too much time crying. You have spent too many lonely nights wondering. You have spent too many days anxious, upset, and full of anxiety because of the actions of someone who says they love you, but they do not act that way, and therefore you do not feel the love. You're going to feel love when it is present. You're going to feel loyalty when it is present. You're going to feel commitment when it is present. Let me tell you why. Because God is love. And God did not set love up to be this tricky thing that you don't really know, you don't really understand. When love is present, you know it. When love is present, it's shown. When love is present, they show it. Okay? So I want you to stop confusing love with a high level of narcissistic codependency. Codependency is when two people get worse together. Let me repeat, codependency is when two people get worse together. I have heard so many people say, well, I know that they were struggling and I kept giving them this and I kept allowing that and that's enabling. Enabling doesn't hurt anybody. Enabling hurts everyone, and especially the enabler. Okay, so if somebody is on drugs and you continue to give them money knowing they are on drugs, then not only are you enabling them and hurting them, but you're enabling and hurting yourself because you are feeding your desire to give even when you know you shouldn't. And that desire to give is what gives you promise. It's what gives you hope. But because you are ultimately robbing someone else, you cannot receive it. You cannot receive freedom and hope when you are enabling. Okay, so let's get out of these codependent relationships. Let's be true to ourselves. Let's be true to the new that we want to manifest. Let's be true to the vision, the beliefs, the belief system, the belief systems and the hopes that we have for ourselves. And let's start by ending these toxic relationships. And if you cannot end the toxicity of that relationship, then you can certainly end your participation in it. You can end your participation in it. And you might be saying, Lynn, that might be easy for you to say because you've been married. I've been married for 26 years to a man who I love and who loves me. And I am very, very blessed to be in such an honest, loyal, committed, an open relationship. But I'm going to tell you, we did not get here by ourselves. We got here with God in the middle, at the beginning, and at the end of our commitment to each other. And we both had to work on it. I had to change some things. He had to change some things. And we had to see eye to eye. When it was time for me to move from Chicago to California and he didn't want to go, and I said, well, I'm going to leave anyway. We had to work through that thing. So it doesn't just happen overnight. It doesn't just happen because you believe it. It happens because you work on it. And if you are the only one working on that relationship, it will not work. Okay? It is not a two-way street. It is a one-way street where we both need to go together. Now, I might be a bit ahead of you in the street, but you at least on the same track with me, and we're moving in the same direction. All right? So if you want to be new and you want to be true to you in 2022, then I want you to find the courage to end the toxicity in your life. And it starts with the people who are around you. When people show you who they are, believe them. Believe them. Don't make up another story that tells you that it's something else. Don't make up another story to try to justify their actions. Don't make up another story to make yourself look good in front of your friends and your family members and your colleagues. You see, a lot of people are in relationships that they know are not good for them simply because they don't want everybody else in their life who told them that the relationship was not good in the first place. You don't want them to be wrong. Well, let me help you understand something. The wrong is the wrong that you are doing to yourself. You owe it to yourself to say, you know what? I'm going to stand up and I'm going to tell the truth. And I am not going to accept this any longer because you are asking God to open a door for you, but you cannot even walk through the open door until you close the one that you do not belong in anymore. Okay? So this is the time. The time is now. This is your season. You're trying to get your money straight, but you don't have the freedom of your spirit or the joy in your heart to go create the next thing because you are tied down and bogged down in a relationship that is not serving you. You're tied down. You're bogged down. Your creativity has been hindered, halted, obstructed, and encroached upon because you are not surrounding yourself with the people who have the energy to help you get where you are trying to go. And what I'm saying is enough is enough. I've been there. I've done that. I was in a toxic relationship. I was in a relationship where I did not believe in myself, where I believed more in what the person said they were going to do than what I actually saw them doing. Okay? That's something when you believe more about what they say than about what they do. Watch them. When they show you who they are, believe them. And then talk to your Father, talk to God, and ask Him to give you the strength, to give you the courage, to give you the energy to rise and to rise into the self that you know you to be, new and true in 2022 and beyond. If you need help, go to asklynn.org. Are you sick and tired of always being broke, living check to 2 o'clock? That's when you get paid at 8 a.m. and by 2 p.m. the money's gone. Are you tired of praying for a breakthrough and when the breakthrough comes, you're in a bad situation or even worse than the one you were in before? Well, guess what? I've been there and I've done that and I overcame, and so can you. In my free class, How to End Your Battle with Money for Good. You see, I have had foreclosure, multiple bankruptcies. I was making $20, $30, $40, $60, $80,000 a month, not a year, and I always found a way to be broke. So I had to learn the rules of the game, and then I had to play the game by the rules. And that's what I'm going to teach you how to do. I'm going to teach you how to set boundaries, overcome those spending cycles, and finally live the financially free life that you dream of. Do you want to improve your credit score? Do you want to buy a home? Do you want to help take care of your parents? Do you want to do something special for your kids without always worrying about money? How to end your battle with money for good. I'll see you in the first sunrise of 2022, and I am so thankful Thank you, God, for everything you have brought us through. Thank you for where we are going. Thank you for new ideas, witty inventions. Thank you, oh God, for great relationships, new careers, new opportunities, new home-based businesses. Oh God, I thank you. Today, I want to set the intention. I want to set the intention today for what the rest of this year, not just this year, but this decade and this life that I have, hopefully that you have as well. We want to set the intention today. What are you intending to do today? Today, I thought I was going to rest, but I decided, no, I'm going to give. I'm going to teach. I'm going to love. I'm going to live. I'm going to check my health. I'm going to check on others. I'm going to teach my classes, and I'm going to live. I'm going to write. I'm going to love. I'm going to think. What are you going to do today? Why don't you go on and join me at AskLynn.org?